E3 2021 is just right around the corner, and one of the most important publishers every E3 is Nintendo. They have so many IP, they have so many games. I'm here to make some predictions. I'm here to talk about some things I'd like to see from Nintendo and just kind of have a little conversation pre-E3 for Nintendo as a publisher. So let's kind of start things off with the big one, and that is, in my opinion, Zelda. There's no way they don't talk about a Zelda game or games this year. It is the anniversary. One thing that I am predicting is that, yeah, we're still going to get Twilight Princess and Wind Waker on the Switch HD. However, I don't think that they're going to actually really show it here. And that's because I think there's going to be a 35th anniversary Nintendo Direct, in the very near future. Skyward Sword HD is coming pretty soon, so they'll probably just kind of remind us that is still a thing. And I'm pretty excited about that, I guess. And then obviously there's the big one. You can't skip past this. I think that this is going to be possibly the last game they talk about, maybe, save for a certain surprise, possibly at the ending of their Direct here. But I think that Breath of the Wild 2 is going to get an extensive look. We're going to see gameplay, we're going to see the world, characters, etc. I think that we're going to see a lot of similarities to the first game. However, it's also going to be very different, such a different vibe almost, darker for sure. Breath of the Wild 2 is going to get a release date. It's going to be in the fall. And this kind of goes hand in hand with another prediction of hardware. You already know where I'm going with that. So I guess we'll kind of dive into that next. So obviously there's been so many talks, leaks, rumors, confirmations even of just new Nintendo Switch hardware. You figure the console did come out over 4 years ago at this point, so it's only natural. I think that it's going to be called the Switch Pro. I think that it's going to definitely have that nice OLED screen. I mean, it's hard to say if Nintendo's going to give us 4K. I mean, I want to say no to that, but it's probably going to launch for $400. Of course, you can do it docked or undocked. I think that when you're docked and playing it on your TV, it's definitely not going to be pushing 120 hertz. I would say no to that. Be able to do 4K at 60, potentially. I don't know that you're going to expect to see it, but definitely a standard will be a strong 1080p 60. And I think it's just going to be a really nice looking display, a little bit bigger too. I think that they're going to show that. They're going to show why you might want to upgrade over, possibly having some more storage in there too, so you don't maybe have to buy as many SD cards moving forward. And I think Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be the game that launches with it. So yes, you could play Breath of the Wild 2 on your regular Nintendo Switch from 2017. However, you're going to want to experience it on the new Switch because it's just going to be nicer and better. Okay, and then another big franchise obviously is Super Mario Bros. I don't think it's time for Super Mario Odyssey 2 or anything of that nature. Not yet. I know we're going to get it soon and it's going to be so cool. I don't think we're going to get a mainline Mario game. I don't think it's going to be too much focus on that. Of course, Mario will always have a presence at E3 with Nintendo because he's everywhere. I do think that they're going to obviously be covering the Mario Golf game coming up because people are interested in that, and that is a big enough game. Obviously, I don't personally like Mario Golf or Mario Tennis. Some of the Mario sports games I do like, which I'm convinced we're never going to get another Strikers or Sluggers, unfortunately. I'm not even going to predict that they're going to announce that here, although that would be a very get hype moment for me, and I wish they would. How about Pokemon? Well, yes, the new Pokemon games are actually at the top of my list of games I'm looking forward to. Diamond and Pearl remakes are coming out this fall. They look awesome. I think so. I mean, I feel like it's simple, but it's exciting, right? So yeah, I'll probably kind of touch on it a little bit. You know what I mean? I feel like naturally it's one of those things that you might just want to show another trailer for, possibly, I don't know what it could cover, but maybe Giratina in the Distortion World or something like that, or maybe an introduction of a new gimmick, or maybe bringing us Mega Evolution, something, maybe just some character trailers, just something about Diamond and Pearl. I feel like the same could be applied to Pokemon Legends. So with Arceus, that is a really ambitious game. I actually kind of don't think it's going to be at E3 right now because I feel like later on this year we're going to have a direct where they really focus on that game and they show us a lot more details and gameplay and stuff, and that is going to be the big one if it doesn't get delayed. I don't know, I have this weird feeling it's gonna. I think that there is absolutely going to be a new Donkey Kong game coming potentially this year. This is a prediction of mine that we are going to get a new Donkey Kong game, just like Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze, two games of which I think are awesome, well made, challenging games for sure. I would love to see more Donkey Kong, and I kind of feel like it's time for them, and I think that it's going to be one of those 2.5D Donkey Kong games where you can play as DK, Diddy, Eddie, Funky, Dixie, yeah, all the crew, right? And I think it's going to be a very polished, fun platformer. I don't know what it would be called. Maybe it could be a Metroidvania in a way. I feel like I could see that. Kirby is seriously due for a serious Switch game, and I'm gonna say that it's coming like next year. I actually realized that he has got an anniversary next year, so yeah, it's like all these Nintendo franchises are always celebrating anniversaries, I feel like, and they're long too. Like we're looking 25, 35, right? Because they've been around forever. Next year, I think there's gonna be a new Kirby game. It could be a 3D sort of an open world, hub world, stuff like that. Obviously, in the nature of, say, Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Odyssey, stuff like that. Or it could be 2D. I mean, what I probably want like a really awesome like 3D Kirby game similar to Odyssey, especially with his use of copy abilities and to solve puzzles and whatnot. I do think that there's a really, really good chance that at E3 we do get a reveal. I feel like it would be possibly a teaser. Maybe it would just say, show us like a little bit of something and then say 2022. But I think that seems like a prediction that I can confidently say in this video. So Kirby 2022. I don't really know much at all about Fire Emblem. I don't play those games. I respect them from afar for sure. But I don't know if we're due for like a brand new Fire Emblem game, but I can kind of see another remake of one of the old games not being out of the question here. I feel like Xenoblade, similar energy here. Again, I'm probably not going to play any of the Xenoblade games. Doesn't seem to be my speed, but I could totally see that, they're working on something. I feel like E3 would be the time for that. I'm willing to guess that those two franchises would have some presence for sure. I understand that Splatoon 3 is in development, coming out next year probably, right? So like, I don't think we're going to really get too much about that game at E3. I feel like there's gonna be a whole direct about it. It just seems like the nature of Nintendo when they have a big game like that, they want to do a whole direct surrounding it. So that's cool. So like that's what I'm predicting for that. Obviously there is Super Smash Bros, right? There's only like a couple fighters left. My prediction is there's also going to be a third bonus character. Honestly, what I want, many times have I said that I want Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon, the Doom Slayer, Sora, amongst others. These are some characters that I really want, mainly Crash and Spyro. If Nintendo and Sakurai finished strong with Crash and Spyro, that'd be so cool. My prediction is we're gonna definitely get some third-party characters. I don't think there's gonna be any characters that are like really Nintendo focused. I think we're going out of the box again here. Banjo was such a move. I mean, some people talk about Master Chief. Don't know if I could see that. I also really can't see Doom Slayer, though I wish that would happen. Either that or throw him in Mortal Kombat or Injustice. I just need to play as Doom Slayer in a fighting game. I don't even know who to predict. Sakurai is pretty unpredictable if you haven't noticed. So I'm just going to say this. I want Crash and Spyro. We'll see, but I think they're going to announce one of the new fighters at E3. And then I guess that there's that big one, Metroid Prime 4. It really does seem like a game that's a ways off. There are many games in development right now that we've gotten some trailers for that I can confidently say this is not coming soon. We're not getting Metroid Prime 4 this year. We're probably not getting it next year either. However, I do think that Metroid as a franchise will have to have some presence. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a 2D Metroid game, possibly another remake of an older game. If we actually got a remake of Super Metroid, like I think it'd be cool and a lot of people would like it. But a brand new 2D Metroid would actually be probably cooler, similar to the way they did it on the 3DS. But obviously, this is on the Switch now, better hardware, especially if it's going to be on the Switch Pro, something like that. You know what I mean? So I could see that. And there's also the Metroid Prime trilogy, which naturally has to come, right? Like I stand by this. I'm hellbent on the idea that they are going to give us Metroid Prime trilogy, and it's going to be a really nice HD remaster of all three Metroid Prime games on the Switch. I think it's coming next year, like not even too late next year, but I don't know if they're ready to announce it at E3 yet. I feel like they actually could. Like I'd be more shocked if we actually got hard gameplay of Metroid Prime 4, really. So maybe E3 2021 will get the reveal of the trilogy, which I really want because I never played the games and I don't want to go play them now on their original form. Another big game for Nintendo's Bayonetta 3, game that feels like it's just gotten forgotten about. Like it's coming soon, right? So you'd think that maybe this year we'll finally get some gameplay trailer. Maybe I think it's totally possible and even likely. I'd be really happy about that. I think it's necessary. Bayonetta 3 was revealed a few years ago now, and I think that they will give us a new trailer and new information. I think Pikmin 4 could very well be teased. Small announcement, but it would be getting the fans very excited. WarioWare could come back. Nice fun party game. A lot of these franchises I love, and a lot of them I don't play at all. Like WarioWare, Pikmin, right? Like I just kind of thought of them now. I could see them releasing a new WarioWare game this fall, or even maybe in like August. I think that would be a safe prediction for me. I don't think we're getting any Star Fox, Yoshi's Island. I would actually be down for like a real new take on Yoshi's Island, almost like a 3D Yoshi's Island. But I don't think that's gonna happen. Star Fox will return one day, not too soon though, not now. And then I think that once you think the show is over, we're gonna hear some driving. We're gonna see Mario, maybe Link, maybe Donkey Kong, like maybe just like a few characters. Definitely Mario has to be one of them. Driving in, you know, doing some swerving in a cart. You have a small hint of Mario Kart music, but it's a real teaser. Like, you know, you only saw a little footage of them after the fade in and then it fades out. Mario Kart 9, that's what they're gonna call it. They're not gonna call it Nintendo Kart. However, this is sort of a prediction to something that would happen later on next year, because I think that this is actually going to happen. Mario Kart 9 gets a full reveal next year. Maybe not even like late, like I mean just like in the beginning of the year, like in January or something. And then we find out that their roster is like a Super Smash Bros. Roster. It's not just Mario characters. I mean, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has a bunch of other characters, and that's like the beginning, but now we're going full-fledged Nintendo Kart, but we're still calling it Mario Kart. Yeah, I think that would be the showstopper, and this is also my showstopper. So that's all I have to say about Nintendo for E3 2021. What would blow you away the most? What do you expect to see? Make your predictions in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'm going to catch you all in the next one where we talk about another E3 2021 publisher. Expect something exciting very soon. Thanks again. I'll see you all next time.